Debunking the Vaporeon Copypasta. I don't think I need to explain what this video is going to be about. Everyone knows what this video is going to be about. The whole world thinks she's the most breedable, but apparently this video is going to prove us wrong. Who is going to be most breedable? I mean, again, my bets are on like Low Bunny, but I don't know if he's even going to give an alternative. Maybe no Pokemon are sexable. Damn, wouldn't that be a hot take? Let's see what he has to say. This man, what is your name? Greebus. All right, Greebus. Let's do it.
In terms of male human and female Pokemon breeding, which Pokemon is the most compatible for humans? The answer to this question is as inescapable as gravity: Vaporeon. For years, it has been accepted as fact that if you want to breed, I mean play Monopoly with, a Pokemon, your best option is Vaporeon. But is that really the case? A cursory examination of the infamous Copypasta from which this idea originates.
Bro, why is this guy like... He's going professor mode on us right now. This is crazy. Who is this guy? I think he's a Pokemon character, but I want to say he's like Professor Layton. That's not true at all. Okay, that's fine. This is like his college thesis. Oh my god, imagine this is someone's college thesis.
Feels a big problem. The traits that supposedly make Vaporeon the best Monopoly partner aren't all that rare. The Vaporeon Copypasta argues that Vaporeon is the best Monopoly partner because it's in the field egg group, which makes it compatible with humans, is of a suitable size for Monopoly, is very durable, is very wet, and can learn moves they can use to attract their Monopoly partner, such as Attract and Charm. However, hundreds of Pokemon are in the field egg group, hundreds have roughly human-like proportions, hundreds have better defensive stats than Vaporeon, hundreds are quite wet, and hundreds can learn attraction moves.
So wait, am I understanding this right? The argument being made here is that we should just be playing Monopoly with all of them then. Is this correct, Professor?
It is likely, no, certain, that some Pokemon out of all of these hundreds can
Bulbasaur!
match or surpass Vaporeon in
What hole are you sticking it in, man?
every conceivable respect. A challenger who, after languishing in obscurity for so many years, will finally usurp the tyrant Vaporeon and take its place as everyone's Monopoly partner of choice. The throne upon which Vaporeon sits.
But why he putting Bulbasaur there? This makes me feel bad.
It appears invincible. But no king, no matter how durable and how wet they are, rules forever. Let's begin with the beating heart of the Vaporeon Copypasta: durability. This is something that the Copypasta brings up not once, not twice, but 3 separate times, indicating that it is the most important factor in deciding Pokemon compatibility. Essentially, the Copypasta treats playing Monopoly with the Pokemon like a Pokemon battle, with each game of Monopoly acting as a physical attack that will gradually deplete the Pokemon.
A physical attack. How much PP do you think we have? It probably depends on the age of the attacker, I suppose.
Pokemon's HP, causing them to eventually become exhausted and be unable to keep playing. This outcome can be avoided by restoring.
Damn, bro! Like who's going out first? I get, yeah. The argument is that Vaporeon will always be the winner, right? Especially if you have like hyper potions.
HP,
full
which
restores.
undoes HP depletion, having a very high HP, which makes it harder to run out, or having high defense, which reduces the amount of damage taken in each game. We can approximate the durability of a Pokemon by choosing an attack to use as a proxy.
Your level, yeah. How much experience you have, you might say.
A game of Monopoly, calculating how many of
Like, dude, you might be able to one-shot a Vaporeon if you have enough experience, right?
those attacks are needed to fully deplete the Pokemon's HP, and multiplying that number by the number of times that Pokemon can replenish its own HP plus 1, the extra 1 being added to account for the initial HP bar. This calculation will give the maximum number of games of Monopoly the Pokemon can restore.
Wait, that's what a full restore looks like? Wait, bro, I thought the full restore... I always saw it as like a city skyscraper in like New York City. I always thought it was like a skyscraper, which makes no sense. Max Potion, that's what I mean. Full restore is like the one that's like yellow or whatever, right? It's like goldish. I thought it was a skyscraper, man. Like, how does that make sense? I don't know, but I literally thought it was like a city building this whole time.
The initial HP bar. This calculation will give the maximum number of games of Monopoly the Pokemon can withstand. We'll use a human-like Pokemon, Hitmonchan, attacking with the moderately strong normal-type move Mega Punch as
Why
a
am I
proxy for
watching
the game.
this?
We use a damage calculator to determine how many of those attacks are needed to deplete its HP. Contrary
Yeah, hold on real quick. Let me pull out the calculator mid Monopoly session.
popular belief, Vaporeon can't raise its defense using acid armor because using this move would liquefy its body and compromise partner enjoyment. It can, however, raise
That's
it up
not
to
true. We love slime girls. We love slime girls out here.
stages using the move Curse. A level 100 Vaporeon has 401 HP, and each attack from a level 100 Hitmonchan deals 23 to 28 damage if the Vaporeon has plus 6 defense. So it takes somewhere from 14.321 to 17.435 attacks to KO.
Dude, I think I did use that calculator,
All we need to do now is multiply by the number of times that Vaporeon can fully heal itself plus 1 to determine how many games of Monopoly
I'm
it can
cooked,
withstand.
bro. This video is cooked.
Infinity.
What?
Yes, Vaporeon can heal itself back to full HP an infinite number of times, and it can do so using 2 different methods. The first method is by using the move Aqua Ring. Aqua Ring creates a veil of water that continually restores 1/16 of a Pokemon's health every turn while it's in battle. This means that any HP
Why is it
lost
pumping like that? Why is it pumping like that?
while playing Monopoly will almost immediately be restored by the veil, giving any Pokemon that uses Aqua Ring effectively infinite durability. The second method, which the Copypasta touches on, is Water
Cheese,
Absorbing.
butter,
Vaporeon can replenish HP by
sponge.
absorbing water, so whenever its HP is depleted, you can just bring it to your bathtub or shower and
I
have
started
it absorb
costuming
water until
like
it's
2
all
weeks
better.
ago.
These are undeniably powerful healing methods. Most
Bye.
Pokemon heal using moves, and all moves have a finite number of uses, meaning the Pokemon will inevitably run out of healing. Since Aqua Ring never goes away if you keep battling, and Water Absorb is an innate ability, Vaporeon will never run out of healing. However, there are severe downsides to using these methods. Summoning a constantly replenishing veil of water will invariably result in that water getting everywhere. It'll soak into whatever surface you're playing on. It'll get
That would be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, you have to get waterproof bed sheets, waterproof windows, waterproof carpet, waterproof everything. Really, you have to wear. You would have to wear a Scuba Steve suit just to play one round of Monopoly.
water all over the room you're playing in. The water will feed mold, create slippery puddles, rot your floorboards, destroy your ceilings, and eat your walls. There are locations you could choose to play Monopoly at, such as
That's true. Like a bouncy house. Fuck.
a tub or a beach that could mitigate this issue, but these
A
locations bring
beach?
their own disadvantages, and not being able to
That's
play
true. That
Monopoly
would
in the place
be.
where most people
But the sand would get hard. So it'd be better. Playing Monopoly with Vaporeon would be better than with a human because the sand would get wet and then, kind of get that harden effect, right? Kind of be better.
play doesn't exactly scream compatibility. Using Water Absorb to restore HP brings significant costs with regard to time and money. To heal the water absorbing Pokemon,
Hey,
you'll have
Jibo.
to interrupt your game of Monopoly and spend some time spraying water on it. Water also isn't free, so this process will definitely jack up your water bill. So yes, Vaporeon can go infinite, so to speak. Unfortunately, going
Amber,
infinite
thanks for the
carries
follow.
substantial costs. That
Dude, it
likely
would go
be
crazy
unacceptable for
mode in a
most
bouncy
people.
house.
But let's say you don't care. Water damage, astronomical water bills, and constant interruptions are the price you're willing
Wait, where? I mean, what if you just did it? What if you just played Monopoly on a giant platform? That way, all the water's just splashing down below. Who cares, right? If you fall off, you may die. That's the thrill of the game, baby.
to pay for a Monopoly game that never ends. Even then, Vaporeon is only your second best choice. There exists a Pokemon that knows Aqua Ring and a Pokemon with Water Absorb who can achieve the same infinite
Bruh, we got Quagsire coming in hot.
durability as Vaporeon, but can outcompete it in other respects. If you want to use
Bro,
Aqua
I don't think his IQ is high enough to even consent.
Ring to heal your Monopoly partner, your best option isn't Vaporeon, it's Primarina. In every category,
Okay, I'm following,
Primarina
I'm following, I'm
matches
following.
or beats Vaporeon. Primarina can use Aqua Ring, giving it the same infinite durability that Vaporeon has while using Aqua Ring. It's in the field egg group, just like
Where is
Vaporeon,
the hole?
giving it species compatibility. It's much
Where's the
closer in
hole?
size and weight
Where's
to
the
human than
hole?
Vaporeon, giving it superior size compatibility. It's guaranteed to be very wet while playing Monopoly because it's a water type and because of the Aqua Ring water. It can learn a wide variety of attraction moves such as Baby Doll Eyes, Charm, and Growl. But the trait
Love
that really
myself some
allows
Baby Doll
Primarina to
Eyes.
pull ahead is its ability to attract its partner through other means. The Pokédex states that Primarina can sing and dance very beautifully.
Wow.
One can definitely imagine how this can help get a person in the mood for Monopoly, especially with
yes.
dancing. This is an ability that Vaporeon simply doesn't have, meaning that Primarina can beat or match Vaporeon in every category. This means that Primarina is simply the better choice, given that you are willing to use Aqua Ring. If you want to use Water Absorb to heal your Monopoly partner, your best option still isn't Vaporeon. It's Quagsire. Quagsire can achieve infinite durability with Water Absorb. Quagsire is in the field egg group. It's
Durability.
closer in size.
Bro,
and
someone's
weight to a
gonna be,
human than
abusing
Vaporeon.
this
It's
thing,
covered
for
from head
real.
to toe in slime that's likely better at lubricating than the water Vaporeon would secrete. It can learn the attraction
Oh yeah, actually, absolutely true. Water is really not even a lubricant almost at all. I mean, the best lubes are water-based lubes. Well, depends on how you're really categorizing. For ease of use and cleanup, absolutely. It's water is, but if it's literally just water, dude, that shit is horrible. You ever try to go crazy style in a pool? It ain't fun for a lot of different reasons, honestly, but
move Tail Whip. While Quagsire and Vaporeon are roughly matched in most respects, the trait that allows Quagsire to surpass Vaporeon is the most important one, durability. This may seem a bit strange for me to say. If
A
Water
friend
Absorb
told
grants
me, that's how
infinite
I know.
durability, how can Quagsire have more durability than Vaporeon? Well, even if you can infinitely replenish HP with water, you still want to minimize the number of times you have to do it to save
Hey,
time
sugar.
and water. You'll have to replenish HP each time a Pokemon runs out of HP, and if you'll recall, it takes 14.321 to 17.435 games of Monopoly to deplete a plus 6 defense Vaporeon's HP. Quagsire has access to Curse, just like Vaporeon does, so it can raise its defense to plus
Quagsire with his voodoo doll. Yeah, that really puts me in the mood.
6. Knowing that, we can run the damage calculation we ran on Vaporeon on a plus 6 defense
I've definitely used that calculator. I've definitely used this calculator, actually, yeah, for like, probably for like 6 years. Like all of like, maybe like early middle school or like late middle school, early high school.
Quagsire. The Quagsire will have 331 HP, and each attack will deal 18 to 22 damage to it, meaning it takes 15.045 to 18.389 games to deplete its HP. This means that Quagsire will, on average, be able to play more games of Monopoly before its HP needs
Bruh, who the hell wants to play 10 hours of Monopoly without a break?
to be replenished. Playing Monopoly with Quagsire instead of Vaporeon means fewer interruptions, more Monopoly time, and lower water bills, making it the superior choice given that you are willing to use Water Absorb.
Lower
But what
water
of the
bills,
common
okay.
man, the salt of the earth, ordinary Joe, who just wants to play some bedtime Monopoly with their Pokemon without getting mold everywhere or using up a small lake's worth of water? Is Vaporeon the right choice for them? No. If we take Aqua Ring and Water Absorb out of the picture, then the only way that Vaporeon can heal is by using the move Wish. Wish heals 50% of maximum HP and can be used up to 16 times, so Vaporeon can fully restore its own HP 8 times. Using our formula, we find that Vaporeon
And this is not enough for your average Joe that wants to play Monopoly once a week? Like, what? What is average? I don't know. It depends. Or, you know, probably a few times a week, I guess. A couple? I don't know.
can play 128.893 to 156.913 games of Monopoly before exhausting all of its HP and all of its healing. Now,
What? It's just dead? It's just it's over. It's actually just over. See, when you get with a Vaporeon, it has limited uses until it's just dead. There's no more recovering. You know how, like, you know, humans, they sleep and they recover? Not Pokemon. They're actually just dead. Fisher, thank you so much for the follow.
to determine if a Pokemon is more durable than Vaporeon, we just need to find out what healing moves and defense raising moves it has access to, plug that information into this formula, and see if it yields a number that's higher than the number of games that Vaporeon can endure. Obviously, we'll need to test every Pokemon that isn't Vaporeon, so we'll need to do this 1024 times. Let's do a bit of filtering first. Filter 1. Base stats. For a Pokemon to be more durable than Vaporeon, it must either have a higher base HP or higher base defense than it. This narrows us down to 860 Pokemon. Filter 2. Egg group. There are 3 egg groups that, in my opinion, are human compatible. Field, Human-like, and Fairy. By taking our list of 860 and choosing only Pokemon who fall into one of those 3 egg groups,
Field. Fucking Bidoof, man. Sure, I mean, yeah, I guess he's breedable.
we narrow our list down to 279 Pokemon. Filter 3. Height. To be of compatible size, a Pokemon should be roughly human height, which we will give an upper bound of 7 feet. Vaporeon
Dude. Absolutely not. Give me a Pokemon that's 30 feet tall, bro. I'll make it work. We'll go crazy style.
height of about 3 feet will act as our lower bound. Choosing only Pokemon with a height of 3 to 7 feet, we narrow things down to 170 Pokemon.
To 7?
Filter 4.
Dude, this is not good. The filter is off. The filter is off. I don't trust it. I don't trust his results anymore. I don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Filter for compatible weight, we remove any Pokemon that weighs less than Vaporeon's weight of 63.9 pounds or weighs more than 250 pounds. This brings us down to 125 Pokemon. Filter 5. Pokemon-specific deal breakers. The spreadsheet of Pokemon information I used included some invalid entries such as Mega Evolutions, so those are removed. Then we remove Pokemon who have traits that make it dangerous or uncomfortable to play Monopoly with them. These include being poisonous, having open flames, or being made of ice. We also remove Pokemon that are 100% male. This leaves us with 85 Pokemon. Filter
Wait, what? Did he just say he was removing all of the ones that are 100% male? Bro, how biased is his research? Have you ever, what? I literally can't believe he said that. Did he literally say that? Oh, this is breedable. No, wait. Is the creepypasta specifically breedable? Because if it's breedable, that makes sense. Is that the idea? I forget.
Also remove Pokemon that are 100% male. This leaves us with 85 Pokemon. Filter 6. Defense raising moves. Filter for whether the Pokemon have moves that raise their defense without
Gyarados could have
compromising
his way
partner
with
enjoyment.
me.
Many defense-raising moves make it uncomfortable to play Monopoly by creating uncomfortably hard surfaces, covering up vital regions, summoning bees, or creating barriers.
To cover up the vital regions, we'll uncover them, okay? Don't worry about that. We'll uncover them.
If we weed out those moves, we're left with Acupressure, a move that raises defense using acupuncture, Bulk Up, a move that raises defense by increasing muscle mass, Cosmic Power, a move that raises defense through a Mystic Power, Curse, a move that, when used by a non-ghost type, raises defense in exchange for cutting speed, Stockpile, a move that raises defense up to 3 stages by charging power, and Victory Dance, a move that raises defense through the power of dance. We pick only Pokemon who can learn one of those moves, leaving us with only 32 Pokemon. This process also excludes Pokemon that aren't available in Gen 9, such as Throw and Delcatty, as I feel it's unfair to compare movesets between generations. Filter 7. Attraction moves. Finally, we filter based on access to attraction moves, such as Charm and Attract. This final filter whittles our list down to a measly 15 Pokemon. Now we're ready to run the calculation.
There are some Pokemon that absolutely don't need to Charm or Attract me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Get our durability scores, and compare them to Vaporeon. This process yields 4 Pokemon that fit all the previously mentioned criteria and are more durable than Vaporeon. 1. Clefable. Clefable is able to raise its defense using Cosmic Power. Its ability Cute Charm means that any partner...
How did this motherfucker pass through the fucking filter? This thing is 1 foot tall. It's a marshmallow with no holes. Or phallic pieces, or... The hell? What is that? What is that?
who so much as touches it a couple of times, will instantly be in the move for Monopoly without Clefable having to use any attraction moves. And with the extra move slot that frees up, Clefable can use 3 healing moves, Wish, Life Dew, and Moonlight, to heal itself to full a whopping 16 times. This translates to 234.458 to 281.35 games of Monopoly. 2. Chestnut. Chestnut is able to raise its defense using Bulk Up and woo partners with Growl. It can heal itself to full 4 times with Synthesis and 5 times with Grassy Terrain, allowing it to endure 198.125 to 243.846 games of Monopoly. 3. Quagsire. Our returning champion Quagsire is able to raise its defense using Curse, woo partners with Tail Whip, and heal itself to full 10.5 times using Stockpile and Swallow, giving it the ability to endure 173.023 to 211.472 games of Monopoly. 4. Go-Goat. Go-Goat is able to raise its defense using Bulk Up, woo partners with Tail Whip, and heal itself to full a total of 9 times using Grassy Terrain and Synthesis, allowing it to endure 143.333 to 175.909 games of Monopoly. But hold on, there's still one last filter, one last obstacle
He's
that
the
our final
people's
four
champ.
must breach before they can claim their throne. Wetness. Vaporeon is
Oh.
wet, and any Pokemon that wants to surpass it must either be wet themselves or bring something big to the table that can outweigh it. As discussed earlier, Quagsire is very slimy.
What does that mean? Bring something heavy that can weigh in on the I thought we weren't talking about cocks here. I thought all cocks were eliminated. Unless girl cock is on the table. I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I've not followed the process here correctly.
It meets the wetness requirement. Since Clefable can use Life Dew, a move that covers it in water, it can continually soak itself in water, ensuring that it is constantly wet as well. Go-Goat isn't wet and can't make itself wet, but if you look at its Pokédex entries, you can see that Go-Goat has the ability to detect the emotions of others through its horns, something that can assist it in determining what its partner wants and maximizing their pleasure. This is easily a much bigger positive
We're just going down a rabbit hole, man. This is so funny.
than secreting a bunch of water, allowing Go-Goat to pass. Alas, Chestnut's ability to flip a 50-ton tank doesn't bring its partner pleasure in Monopoly games, so it fails at this final hurdle. And there we have it. If one is unwilling to bear the price associated with using Water Absorb and Aqua Ring, Vaporeon is still surpassed by 3 different Pokemon. Anything that Vaporeon can offer you, they can offer the same or better. But when it comes to the
Wait, that's actually insane though. Bro used science to prove that Vaporeon is still like pretty much the best. Like, I was assuming Vaporeon was gonna rank like 57th. He's like, okay, so Vaporeon is basically first, but these guys are just a tiny bit better.
most important trait, the trait that the Vaporeon
Go-Goat, he's the crazy sleeper pick, man. He's the crazy sleeper pick. There's probably gonna be a lot of Go-Goats out there that, you know, because like, right, if we all spawn in the Pokemon world, right, everyone's going for the Vaporeons. So then it's like, shit, well, there's no Vaporeons. Okay, well, now I can go for the Clefable, right? But then maybe the Clefable and, okay, fine, Quagsire, right? But, like, no one's thinking about Go-Goat at all.
Copypasta prices above all others, durability, they are superior. Vaporeon is a good Monopoly partner. It's one of the best even, but it's not the best. There are no escape routes for Vaporeon. If we allow Aqua Ring, Creamerine, and
There are no escape routes for Vaporeon. As we're talking about a Monopoly video. Like, what the fuck? What are you saying, bro?
beats it. If we yell out Water Absorb, Quagstar beats it.
How are we only 11 minutes through this video? How is this still going on? I feel like I've been watching this for a half hour.
If we ban Aqua Ring and Water Absorb, our trio beats it. Even if we go back to generation...
Like, I just imagine, like, this guy somehow got in, like, the blunt rotation. He takes one puff, and then he holds on to the joint, and he just goes off. This is his entire rant as he's holding the blunt the entire time.
7, the generation in which the Copypasta was written, the outcome barely changes. Clefable does lose access to Life 2, meaning it fails the wetness test, but Primarina, Go-Go, and Quagstar...
It's like, hey guys, you know what I've really been thinking about for a while? The fact that the Vaporeon Copypasta is actually not... It's not actually accurate, guys. So I'm going to explain to you why.
Still have access to all the critical moves, and are thus still able to outclass Vaporeon. The Vaporeon Copypasta was a stillbirth. It was wrong then, and it's even more wrong.
It was a stillbirth. What is he saying, man?
Now. So who's the most compatible Pokemon for breeding with humans? It depends on your preferences, but it's definitely not Vaporeon.
What?
With the Vaporeon Copypasta consigned to the ash heap of history...
How do you say that? You just gave it second place, you fuck!
It's time to move on to New Horizons. We have here 6 highly breedable Pokemon, the perfect number for answering a new burning question. How well does breeding ability translate into compatibility?
Okay, this is kind of fire. I think we should have like a win counter on screen, because I just realized he's actually went through like a handful of trainers already. I don't even know who won. I guess probably all these fights are wins, right? You don't record losses, right? No way. Dude, Vaporeon is hard carrying right now. Damn. Damn. What the hell's wrong with that slow burn? I gotta skip a little bit. Okay, 67% win rate. Not bad. Wait, so how many he played? I mean, he played 36 games with this team. It's actually crazy. That means like probably half of this video was dedicated to just playing games. I don't know. I don't know how long his math actually really took. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I expected in this video. I'm going to say that I enjoyed it and that it was an educational experience and that this guy is a fantastic YouTuber and he should get more subscribers, okay? Has he cooked on anything else since? Oh, wow. Wait. Okay, there's the Vaporeon video. Opening my Mimo plush. His art's pretty good, actually. I don't know if he commissions someone or he does it himself. Hololive. Dude, he likes VTubers. He likes VTubers. Steins Gate. Oh, I think he does do all this art himself. Dude, I think this is all his own art. Respect, man. Oh, he's so cute. All right. Well, anyway, good video. Glad we watched it. Now we know, right? It was such a burning question that needed to be answered, and now we know. Thank you.